I am fired up. Thank you for taking me, Ron and Minu. Everybody
Hey,
is looking
this
great.
is this is an honor. Twice in one day, you have lifted my spirits more than anything. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. You're a great man. I appreciate you, brother, and looking forward to a great ride ahead. We are just warming up. What is on passive to me? Oh, by the way, my name is Ash. I'm your friend. Just for those new guys that have been with us only 5 years or so, just in case you didn't pick up my name, I'm really excited. I tell you why. You know, if I want to sum on passive with one thing, what is it? To me, it's a labor of love. Everything is from the heart, and that is the most distinguished character that we have in on passive versus any other business. And sometimes I feel this is a problem. We're not a business yet. People treat us as the others. We have nothing uh, in common when it comes to the character and the intention. There are a few mechanical similarities, but the core of OnPassive is absolutely love. And I can compete. I can tell you, even the biggest dog on the lot or the neighborhood, uh, they wouldn't even get close, not even second place. There's a big gap between us and the next spot when it comes to love. We were not made for uh, the same reason that they're made for. I'm not generalizing. Some great businesses and companies, no doubt, but the vast majority we understand they're in business for some green moolah, dollars, rupees, whatever. But on passive was made to, in the first place, to give people a true chance to be the light, the beacon of hope, to give them the platform, and to give them uh, the opportunity to shine and to bring up that uh, potential they have. When I do believe without on passive, they literally have, and I'm not saying again, nothing is 100% absolute or general here, but the mass, the to have hope again, and I accept, no problem. So it allowed people to dare to dream again, to think more positive, and there is a better way. And it's an honor to be at least the spark of that. But we didn't stop. We're not going to stop just by igniting this incredible vision and show there is a better way and there is a more ethical way to practice business. We persisted to actually deliver enormous value with that character. So yes, you could create great technology with heart. Doesn't have to be very dry, and you could create other benefits and values to the market while remaining human in a humane way. I'm proud where we are. As I started, it's a labor of love, and uh, as with any labor, there is some pain. We've had those symptoms and signs of birth pain, if you wish, and allow me to use that analogy. I never had or witnessed that type of pain, but we're told or we've seen the reactions of the pain in the delivery room. Not fun. And if you haven't been there in a delivery room, I don't recommend it. They tell you got to be here. You got no. Man shouldn't be in the delivery room. Number one is like you're seeing your favorite restaurant being burned down and you're never going to eat there again. So it's not a good scene. Uh, walk away. But joking aside, disclaimer, Johnson, uh, you really understand it gets more painful as you approach the delivery. And I think I would even take it further. We are now feeling the contractions of that delivery. We're definitely seeing. So let's begin with O Connect. Simply, it's a lot of talking and listening, right? That's the main activity in there. I have seen uh, more people of all walks of life dare to speak and listen on O Connect already. We're just opening up than any other application. I see people that I've never thought I would listen to them across the globe. They're comfortable, they're enjoying that, and it just, they can't have enough of that. So, this is a true uh, people enabler, okay, if you wish, and do the same analogy on the rest of our applications. There more people are speaking and listening and all connect than ever, and they will enjoy it. Makes it easy. The next thing, you're going to see more influencers and more people that are delivering content and exchanging, receiving, and consuming knowledge and information than ever. Go to Academy, you're going to see more people having access to education that they've never probably had a better chance or easier way to acquire that knowledge. And at the same time, more people will be able to express and share that talent or gift or potential they have with others. So, give and take, that is a true revolutionary concept. Measure on that every application. Labor of love, love is the name of our game. We wouldn't do anything that is not going to indicate that. Then, oh, you remember? Oh, wow. So we're running a business. We got to charge people uh, because daily we're paying the hefty bills all across the globe, and they're not little, and they add up very quickly. A couple million here and a half a million there, they add up very fast. Yes, we're paying millions to keep you enjoying O Connect and refuse to charge you for uh, one reason is just we're not meant for profitability. But somebody is paying the bill. This is not cheap nor free what you're using. But we chose to pick up the bill for everybody, for the thousands, for the millions. That is rare. That's another sign of love. It's not the dry uh, cut dry business, the one you're used to. So I hope to bring this to your attention. I don't want to uh, take a lot of your time. Just more than I just love on passive because of that character, because of that unique, uh, you know, emotion that I feel every time we're talking about on passive, because it is different. It is a true, uh, a true definition of uplifting humanity and giving and doing good, making a difference to those who are in need, not to those who can afford it only, not restricting it to those who have some qualities. Anybody deserve it. Why not give a fair chance to everyone? And that's exactly what we're doing. Speaking of Work Connect, I hope you're enjoying that. Whether you paid 5, 6 months ago, that little payment It's up to 10,000. We have revamped it. This is not the first O Connect we've seen a year ago, okay, or a few months ago. It's not the same, okay, and we're going to continue perfecting that. Uh, no doubt in my mind, we're very close to perfecting on passive, and yet the one we're using right now, this exact application is so valuable. We can do more in this application than any other, maybe few or several webinar applications combined. Some features we have, none of them have them. So if you even stack 10 applications, they wouldn't even cover what we can do in OnPassive. Julie Pierre, be right back. I've never seen that in any other application. Just a click of a button. Okay. And it's not easy to make this technology. We've been uh, exercising several challenges logistically, compliance, this, that. But at the end, it's so obvious, as clear as the sun. We are delivering. We're, the most uh, refined and finest technology. We're on the track. We could see the progression. Okay, before you know it, forget the time, months, weeks from now. Make no mistake, you're witnessing, and you probably have witnessed already, the creation of the very best web conferencing system ever existed until today, 2024. Now, there's so many unbelievable applications, but all along, I've been using them for at least 2 decades plus myself, and they have impacted my life. How much information I've learned, the number of the network and the connectivity and the connection with the individuals and businesses across the globe. This is an essential tool that we need in our today in our life today. And to come just pop and present to the market, to the users, the best of these applications, that's a huge achievement. Does it happen overnight? No. Is it impossible? Absolutely not impossible. It is possible. We're doing it, but it's not just a click of a button. Is it free? No. No, 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 no. You're enjoying it for free now. I mean, I would never resist or tell you you don't have to do that if you swear right now and you say, no, no, I'm picking up the bill for today, or at least the next week or something. Anything, any invoice, I will just blow a kiss to you. Don't worry, okay? I'm not going to resist. So the numbers are clear. I don't want to blow your head, but it's a lot. Uh, Not only, we're on track to deliver the finest, yet we already have that. Uh, in my life, just a couple of months ago or a few months ago, I used to pay $7,000, $8,000, I guess. I mean, just for one account without even the recording, the hosting of the recording, and lots of add-on, 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 and okay. So I have uh, paid. So over a year, how much do you pay? 100,000, just one account. The capacity is similar to what we have. Make it double, okay? But we never like pack like a few times, yeah, 20,000, 20,000. Only when, Susie and Chris Johnson come here. That's it. But uh, other than that, we're just paying $8,000 for something is not as complete as we have right now. So is it a physical money? I'm telling you, every month you would have paid, say, $5,000. Would you keep it in on passive? Not that is ugly. Okay. I mean, you wouldn't afford it, maybe. Don't take it offensive. You you probably want to keep it, but affordability becomes an issue. And unless you need it, like we did in on passive for your business, you would have to. Somebody has to come up with that money. Not in our case. Not everything has to be hardcore cash. So what you have in your hand is worth $5,000+ a month. Are we ever going to charge you $5,000 a month? That is our unique value. You're not never going to pay 10% of that. Have we achieved something? Yes, we've changed the parameters. It's a paradigm shift. You offer more value, really disruptive, unique, so user friendly. Anyone can use it. You're giving more people access to listening and talking. Okay, exchanging knowledge or socializing or networking, all of that, and they could afford it. So yeah, this is a true change. At not at the moment is, let's face it, you're taking it for free. You're gonna say I paid, you know, $100 5 6 months ago, and you've had it a few months before that. Come on, realistically, it's a give. It's a give. It's a giveaway. So, and we're gonna continue that rhythm. Is it for a reason? Why? Okay, the reason we do that because we want to align our other products with it. Okay, and we had a rollout plan. We want to stick to it. Okay, and we chose not to give. I probably don't want to say the competition, but more like the open market. Okay, which is filled of the good and bad. We just didn't want to voluntarily give out the information, so we decided to come out in a different way. Is like just exactly like we witnessed last week in O Connect. It's right here. Go enjoy it. And a fun fact, when my son, I was bragging about O Connect, the little one, I was showing him the different soundtrack on the resound. So now we have a new category called laughter. So when I put the hysterical male laughter, my son said, "Oh, Chris!" He thought it's Chris Johnson. That I mean, it killed me. I was laughing. That made me laugh better than the artificial laugh. Yeah. So that was really funny. Uh, it is close enough, but it touched me in a way a 3-year-old knows Chris. That's amazing, and they're proud of that, and they're like, "Oh my God!" Like I mean, the other son just sold O Connect to every teacher, any coach he has. So uh, they're just like, where can I get it? Where can he sold it? Like, oh, he's bragging about it. He's bragging about it. Okay. They said, come, we're fed up with what we're using, regardless, different applications, not just one. And now we have something to uh, share and give give people. So I love it. Uh, there's nothing but good by giving this incredible value. You should take it as an evidence of the heart of Unpassive when we give you something $5,000 value at no cost. And because we're working on something, it's no secret, okay, uh, to clear that out. And then we will align all the other components together. And then don't worry, we'll not reject your money. We'll take it. when needed. Okay, but at the moment, enjoy the gift. Okay, uh, everything is in just good shape. I just want to say. Many people have created incredible businesses. I don't need to name them. They really have passion for what they're doing. They have good love and good uh, talent for what they're doing. And that's why we enjoy some of their creations and products, whether in technology or any sector. And I really understand this concept more than ever because of our uh, persistence to this due to not just we love what we're doing. This is the only love we have. I wouldn't love anything else like this in terms of business or the market. And for that reason, uh, don't expect anything but the best. Okay, and expect nothing but uh, love and good positive value, whether to you or to those who you share it with. And we're going to continue. I didn't plan to get into mechanics and details and all of that. We can leave that for another session, but we are testing one of the many scenarios we created for the virtual background uh, right now. I think in a couple of days we're going to pop another one. We are testing. There are things like you see on the scene right now, the the user impact and the user interface, but there are things, when it comes to the performance of the application, the impact of that feature on other features, the CPU, Collins and Vincent, okay, the consumption of the bad bandwidth and the servers and all of that. So we are studying all those measures to come up with the uh, most suitable and then from there we uh, are certain that we will perfect it. It will be the best ever created. So there's a part that you see. It's actually the small part that you see, but the bigger analyst goes behind the scene on the cost, the performance, and the integration of other components. That's been said. Uh, we are going to release the different uh, options of the virtual background, the digital avatars being integrated. It's another fun part. So it's already created. Okay. Oh, I thought I told you. So we already have that, but it's being again look and feel, what we call it. It's like basically the lipstick and the cosmetical things. Uh, but that will show up in the next few days or so. And we'll see the other scenario of the virtual background, and there are more components. Eventually, we're going to tell you, listen, this is it. We nailed it, and now what we have. And then we are going to, as the post in the back office said, then we'll take you in a tutorial to navigate across the application. I realize a lot of people now, they don't know for example, the settings, that gear at the top right corner, you know, there is video and audio, okay? So if you go to video, it has, by default, it comes tight like medium, I guess. And you need to click that. There's a tiny arrow on the right, drop down, gives you low, medium, and high definition, full HD, which is full definition or high definition, full high definition, okay, and ultra high. I'm gonna switch mine, and you're gonna see a difference, okay, by the way, because it was in medium. Uh, we're gonna, everybody can do that exercise right now. You're gonna see completely different quality. Try to use instead of grid. either focus or side. Let's do side, okay? Look at that. This is the high definition. So I'm going to go to low. You see that? If you're limited to the bandwidth, do you see the difference? And I'm going to go medium. That's how I had it the whole time. But why not go all the way? Ultra high definition. How we do. Amazing. Look at that. Uh, be right back. You already used it. New resound options, but also if you realize when you change the theme, it changes everything, even the menus and the functions and the icons everywhere. The participants display in details, pictures, people, real people behind it, flag, the O-mail, they've got an account. Of course, you can filter by country. Everything is clean. You don't have to go to the back or anything. You can expand that big menu or hide it. It's all perfect. And what else?
I want to hear that laugh, Ash. Play that laugh. I want to hear those laughs. I didn't get to hear those yet.
All right, I'm going to go back to grid. So why don't you say something funny? We'll play with it. Like, for example, the size of the biggest fish you've had.
It was 2 feet, 2 foot shark, and a
By,
starfish.
by yourself? I
Honest
guess
to God,
that's,
I caught a starfish. The big fish was caught by
was it
Henry and
made of rubber or real
no,
wood?
it was real. The thing had tentacles and everything. It was pretty cool. You never know what you're going to catch in the ocean. They caught those the black drums. One was like almost 40 inches and it was heavy. I couldn't even hold it up all the way. And the other one was about 27. That's one of the strongest fish I've ever seen. We had dolphins all around us, kept killing our fishing. We were catching the whitings, the trout, lots of catfish, which Marty now knows there's catfish in the ocean. He didn't know that. Uh, Ash, yesterday we were out to about 6 or 7, and in the distance you can see a big shark, his fins swimming up, and then the dolphins were coming through, so the fishing stopped. Next thing you know, there's about a 5 foot tarpon that shot 10 feet from the boat straight out of the water. It had to have been six
Those
feet
are
in the air.
animals. They are
Oh my!
animals. Yeah. The
It scared
tarpons.
the heck
Yeah.
out of me. I'm thinking that shark must have came through and bumped him or something because he went
Yeah.
way up in the air. So that's what I love about it.
That's
Now, have
fun,
you ever?
brother. I'm
Did you
glad.
ever?
Did you enjoy yourself there? That's
Yeah, it was
amazing.
nice. I don't like
That's
the
amazing.
water how it is. Cedar Key, it's real shallow everywhere except in the
Oh,
channels. You got to find the holes. It's really a lot of water. You can't really boat it unless you got a real flat John boat or something. But it's very pretty there.
beautiful.
You should have been there. You could have
So
came.
did yeah, well,
I know you
my
were a
next
little busy. I know you were a
my
little busy.
just a little. Yeah, maybe my next birthday.
2082.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got
That's it.
So what do you think? That's the one.
Me.
That's the one. That's Chris.
That's me.
Oh, you gotta love that.
So he wasn't wrong. I mean, he said, that's Chris.
That's you hit that right on the head.
It's like Chris, Yash. It's like Chris.
Yes. Krish.
Yeah, they all call me Chris. I like that. I'm gonna change my name to Chris Stotson. I like how they pronounce it. Cool. It's unique.
Krish Minder.
Chris. Yeah.
All right, back to you, Ron and Minoo. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
Oh,
you.
anytime. We're glad you're here. Don't go. Don't go. You know what? We had one person that we hadn't called on yet, Ash, if you want to hear from him. He's a long time on Passium. His name is David Switzer. He's out there in Kansas, you know, where the Wicked Witch landed on the or the house landed on the Wicked Witch. I think that was an old girlfriend of his, as a matter of fact.
You guys hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you, David.
Two-time Super Bowl winner, Kansas City.
All right, if you're going to start that, we're going to take you off the screen, okay?
Now I've been on Pass almost 5 years now, and I've been really happy. I mean, I'm you know, I feel like this is my family, and I try to go to a lot of the webinars, and you know, I'm a little bit slow learner, but I try to learn as much as I can. That's why it's important I go to the webinars to learn as much as I can. And but anyhow, and I, you know, I remember back in the old days, and I did marketing a little bit, but that's when I decided to, you know, I kind of gave up on that, and I decided to check it one more time. And that's when I listened to Scott Nelson. Listened to Scott Nelson for a few videos. He made a few videos about, and you talk about a beautiful speaker, and you know, he's a heck of a salesman too. I mean, he really knows how to explain things, and I really enjoy listening to him. And that's why I got in on Pass It, by listening to him. Then I remember when we used to, when Marty had these webinars, and I remember that one night I was listening to him, and I was kind of dozing off a little bit, and Marty and Chris thought I was dead. So, you know, and Chris turned around and gave me a phone call. And, hey, Dave, you still alive yet? You know, so anyhow, I guess him and Marty was talking back and forth. Hey, is Dave dead or what? So anyhow, but anyhow, I've had a lot of good times with On Pass It, and I've been into a lot of good webinars and stuff like that, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, and it keeps me, you know, I feel like this is family to me. So, you know, I'm in it to win it, and that's the way it is.
Thank you, David. We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Ron, we really did think he was dead, because he was out cold and he wasn't moving. So,
well, you know, I was coming back from Ocala. I was coming back from Ocala one day and driving, and David thought I'd fell asleep at the wheel, I think. And he called me on the phone. He goes, "Hey, man, are you awake?" I said, "Yeah, I'm driving."
Yeah, I did that.
So we do pay attention to each other because we love each other. There's an old fart on here that speaks French and English. He stays in the dark a lot of times. He's using a 1968 version of Windows 2, I think, and that's when his computer was built. So, Richard, you want to say something?
Hello, everybody. I love all of you from the bottom of my heart.
Bottom of my heart.
Hi, Ash. I got a good cage here if you want to send over the boys to me. I've been here since August 2018, and I'll tell you, I love every minute of it. Every minute of it. So we got a beautiful worldwide family, beautiful men, women, and children all over the world with big hearts full of love. You know, so that's all I have to say. And big kiss and big hug to all of you. Thank you for having me.
Richard, are you in Alabama or are you in Canada?
I'm still in Alabama.
Still in Alabama. All right. Thanks for coming on tonight. We appreciate it. Appreciate the big time. It was nice tonight because we got everybody to speak that we wanted to speak. And this has got to be the clearest webinar so far that I believe I've been on. It is just, it's amazing. I mean, look at Chris's eyes with that red face and blue eyes. You know, they just, you know, it looks like a raccoon with blue eyes, you know, and, but it's so clear. And I think it's great. I think great things are going to come. If you look at Marty, look how clear Marty is. Sweet looking, you know, got that smile on his face from dimple to dimple. Marty, do you want to say anything else, Marty? I can't hear them rocks.
No, I've said a lot for sure. Chris, do you want me to say anything?
Are you sure?
Do I want you to say anything? Are you kidding me? You asked the wrong. Hey, Marty, why don't you say a few words? Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I enjoy listen to everybody. I talk enough, as you know. So.
It is clear because the big brother here just taught everyone how to make your picture as clear as possible. It's one that we played with that, but no one listens when we talk. But when Ash gets on here, it's like that one E.F. Hutton guy. Me and Marty been trying to tell you guys that for a long time. If you play with that gear.
No, we did it the other day. We did it the other day. It worked pretty well. But a lot of you are very clear. Very clear.
Everyone's clear. I mean, I have to say, David Switzer, to be honest,
Robin's here. She wants to stay in the attendees.
He's just clear, man. But everyone's solid clear now.
It's how about it? I like these style of webinars where everybody can talk. I like these style of webinars where we can share from our hearts, and we don't have to worry about anything sharing.
Talk to DeGarmo for a minute. Okay, Ron. Okay, so he gets credit day and night. Okay. Around the clock, 7 days a week. And for that little tiny credit my brother Chris has given me, you've got to take it back. You couldn't help yourself.
It's the truth.
Live with it. Come on, man.
Hey, listen, we've been slapping people in the face with that gear. And you come on and say, hey, if you just hit the gear and boom.
But he didn't take it to the finish line. Okay, he was saying you click that. Okay, but you see it. You thought it's like a viewing thing or display. You didn't know it's a functional thing where you have to click that drop down and select and make sure it reflects on it.
What about the video resolution?
We have to take a vote.
Oh boy, here we go. I like nobody knew about the 24 people you could put on there, different people on your screen. Like if they don't like half the people on here, they can just knock it down.
Please don't make me vote for either one of you.
By the way, that function, which is, you have to go to that gear and select. Now, don't worry, we made it. I don't want to say dumb-proof, but what's a better word? Okay.
Chris can work it.
Marty,
I'll go for that.
Chris can work it.
But elementary, okay? ABC. So it will be right in your camera. You know, the icon of your camera. So right there, it will give you the configuration of your quality. So you could select without having to look around. We're not removing that in the background. You know, it's a function there. But also we'll make it handy on the same screen.
That's cool.
So that is gonna just. That's why we didn't want to bother explaining and all that, because it's gonna be kind of like exposed publicly to or on the main template.
Cool.
I was gonna share this on next on Passive 360, but these guys get a lot of information, so we'll give it to Minu and Ron.
All right.
Yay.
Nanny, nanny, boo boo.
So O-Connect, the truth is, I have a confession, and it is fact. It's a fact for sure, and I'm not kidding. This is the second application. It's not the first when it comes to video conferencing. So we talked about who's going to be the first place and who's going to compete for the second place, etc. Actually, O-Connect is second place. Is not the first place. First place will be taken over by the next, not O-Connect, something else, but it's made by OnPassive. It's coming out soon, this summer.
All right.
Possibly spring, okay? And that is a whole different dimension of geekness. So if you like O-Connect, that is the second place when it comes to video conferencing.
Wow.
And believe it or not, each one is going to have a different use to it, okay? But together, they will definitely secure the first and second place for a while until we come up with something else, not somebody else. So let's unpack this. What I just said, yes, there is another application, not O-Connect. It's video conferencing and webinar system, complete different animal, complete different animal. This will take things to a new era of webinaring, okay? Triple pants will be required. Not double.
Rawr, rawr.
So, Mr. Ash, if I may ask a question.
Of course. Last question. And
yeah, I'm a little bit confused because when you talk about first and second place in video conferencing, are you talking about globally, or are you talking about within OnPassive? Or Connect will be a second place based on the application OnPassive is building?
Okay. I'm talking about globally and historically.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Great.
And that was the last question.
Thank you so much, guys. Amazing. I think it's midnight. If you want to wrap it up, it's up to you. But I had a conversation with Ron earlier and Brother DeGarmo, and I thought I'll pop in and say a few words and just make sure you're okay. You look amazing in this new O-Connect.
Well, thanks to you.
We love you.
Thanks,
Ash, we appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. We know you're very busy, and you're welcome anytime, of course. You know that, absolutely. So you don't need an invitation.
You know I love being here. You know that.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And we love having you.
Especially when we get the fisherman, okay?
Yeah, really. He's our local pocket fisherman.
I'm good.
That's Ray Johnson.
All right, everybody. All right, everybody.
Thank you, Ash. Good night.
Good night.
Again, we thank everybody for coming.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Mufareh, for coming.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Good night.